What is up, ninjas? My name is Sam World, and the purpose of today's video is going to be to help you decide whether you want to go with headphones or monitors. Now, I can't give a right out answer in this video because everyone's situation is going to be different. One of you guys might be well off living in Beverly Hills where there was a studio where they produced and mixed porn music, while a lot of us are going to be living in the suburbs or apartments where if we blast it too loud, our neighbors might complain a bit. So today I will be going over the pros and cons of using either headphones or monitors. In the perfect world, you will have both, and then you can kind of use both to get the perfect mix or make the music that you want to make. But let's say that you just have to go with one. Hopefully these pros and cons videos will help in making your decision a little bit easier. As always, guys, if you want to support my YouTube channel, you can head over to evilsounds.com where you can find a lot of my sound design work, which is relatively more for dance music, house, techno. You can find a lot of cool sound sets for Serum on there, so make sure to check that out. And let's get started with this video. Headphones. They need no introduction. You've probably been using them your whole life. And if you have a pair of these and you're producing at Starbucks, you must be stopped. Now, the first pro of headphones, guys, is going to be the fact that they are relatively cheap. They're not going to cost you as much as a good set of monitors, and you can get a good pair of headphones for around $100 to $300. And if you want to be elite and up there, then you can definitely spend up to $1,000 on a good set of headphones. Oh, damn, girl, take my money, take my money, take my money, take my money. The next great benefit of headphones is going to be that they save space, obviously. As you can see, I have two monitors over there, and if I put them on my head, I will suffer a concussion and start using FL Studio, and we don't want that. So with headphones, I can put them on my head and produce on the go. It removes the room out of the equation. I could go into the bathroom, take my little dump. Y'all don't even know about this life, man. I'm in a headland Tomorrowland in 2020, putting in the work. Instead of going on Instagram, I can do it on the bed, I can do it in the kitchen, I can do it at Starbucks, I can do it wherever I please. Now, the biggest pro of removing the room from the equation as well is the fact that, obviously, as you guys know, sound will be produced, and sound is gonna differ in the way it sounds like depending on the room you're in. If you're in a big room, if you're in a small room, and if you're in a square room, a triangle room, a hut, you name it, it will definitely alter the way the sounds like. So with headphones, you kind of take that out of the equation, so you don't need to worry about treating your room with these weird acoustic panels. Bruh, I swear, these are a pain in the ass. And the thing is that some of these fall and they're super itchy, and sometimes you can inhale them and get high. The next pro about headphones that some people see as a downside, but I don't, is the fact that it's kind of like a magnifier for music, in the sense that, let's say you're working on a song and you put a little bit of reverb, you're gonna be able to hear it on the headphones, while on monitors you won't even perceive it. You won't be able to hear it. If you have a little click coming from your horrible LFO tool sidechain, you will also be able to hear it on headphones more than on monitors. And this has happened. I get people like joining my production live streams where I'm working on a song and they're like, yo, Sam, remove that click right there, it's hurting my ears, and I can't hear it on monitors. So headphones will allow you to kind of pinpoint and be more surgical, and you can definitely, again, use headphones to magnify the sound. And finally, guys, the greatest benefit that you're going to get with headphones is the fact that you're not going to be disturbing other people. You're not going to get noise complaints. You're going to be able to just keep it all in the ear, not bother other people with your horrible music or beautiful music, I'll say that. And those are going to be some of the best benefits you're going to be getting when you go with the headphone. Now, if you're going to be picking up a pair of headphones, make sure you pick up the Qual Skyle. All that means is it's going to be these headphones that obviously are going to look like this, not the earbuds, not the skull candy crushers and shit. You know, don't even bother with those. You can definitely make music with those, but you're not going to be anywhere near mixing something. So make sure you get a good pair of headphones. For me, the $100 mark and up is where they start to get good enough for you to actually use them for mixing. And the one I have here is one of the ones that someone recommended to me a long time ago. I've had them for 10 years. They're the Sennheiser HD 280 Pro. They're great for mixing. I've done it before, but other than that, they do the job right. Now, in life, too much of a good thing also comes with some bad things, and headphones are no exception to that rule. Now, the biggest pros of headphones is obviously the fact that we isolate the sound so we don't bother people. We don't need to worry about the room environment, about treating walls, but that also leads to its biggest downfall, which is it eliminates crossfeed. And crossfeed is going to be the fact that when you listen to music through monitors or in your car, you're listening to the left speaker and the right speaker with both of your ears. But when you use headphones, your left ear only listens to the left speaker and your right ear only listens to the right, causing this effect like it sounds like the music is coming from directly inside of you or inside of your head. Now the problem with this is the fact that with CROSSFEED, it allows us to pretty much kind of perceive where the sound is coming from a lot better than going with the headphone. So what this will lead to is just bad mixing decisions in terms of reverb, in terms of panning, and in terms of depth. Some people say that when people mix on headphones, the music just sounds too dry, too bland, and too in front of your face. So that will be the biggest con with headphones. Now, let's say you're not mixing and you're getting into music production. So you're like, yo, Sen, that's not important to me. I don't care about mixing right now. I just want to make music and get into it. Well, the next big con of headphones is the fact that you have them in your left and right ear like this, and you can hear at loud volumes, also leads to you getting fatigued a lot faster. That means that you're not going to be able to produce as much because your ears are going to get tired, and you're just going to be tired of listening to that open hat on loop or your track on loop. So using headphones leads to ear fatigueness a lot faster than monitors. So those are going to be the pros and cons of utilizing headphones. Now, I do want to add that there's a lot of producers, mixing engineers, and mastering engineers out there that swear that all they use are headphones, a good pair of headphones, and they can get great results with them. However, again, these are going to be the pros and cons for you to make an educated decision. Maybe you live in an apartment, so using headphones makes sense. Just know the cons and know how to adapt to them so that when you're working on music, you know, okay, this is what I'm going to expect, so I need to be a little bit careful with that. But the headphone's going to be perfect for the beginner just looking to get their feet wet, and it's going to be perfect for maybe a producer that has monitors that's looking to magnify the sound a bit to capture those little details that you might not hear when you're on monitors. Now that we have the headphones out of the way, it's time to move on to your neighbor's worst enemy, worst nightmare, the studio monitors. Now, what I hope you notice is the fact that, as I say, the pros of the studio monitor, you're gonna notice it's the weakest points on studio headphones, the cons. The biggest pro on studio monitors, guys, is that we're gonna have access to that CROSSFEED I was talking about, which you don't get on headphones. And that is the fact that, again, my left ear, whilst I'm sitting here, will be able to pick up the left speaker and the right, and my right ear will pick up the left and the right as well. This allows me to make better decisions in terms of the reverb, the delay, panning, depth, wideness, and vice versa. So that is going to be the biggest pro that we have. So having access to CROSSFEED actually gives us access to all these benefits, these pros. The other thing too is that you're going to be able to mix your low end a lot better because you're going to be able to feel the low end energy. You're going to be able to hear it kind of how it sounds like in your room. And that is going to be one of the best things you're going to get with monitors as well. Now with studio headphones, as I said, there's a lot of ear fatigue that goes into play, but with studio monitors, it has a better kind of sustainability in the sense that you're going to be able to produce longer without getting tired as much. So it's going to give you more of a chance to actually be producing more and not getting tired of hearing the same open hat loop over and over again. So those are going to be some of the biggest pros that studio monitors are going to have. Now, the biggest con that comes with studio monitors is that it's expensive to run them properly, and emphasis on run them properly, because I see a lot of people will invest so much money into studio monitors, buying $2,000, $3,000 monitors, yet the room they're in is crap, it's not treated, and it's pretty much like you're throwing money down the toilet. You might as well get KRKs at that point. And the reason I say this, guys, is for this. I got Adam A7Xs here. They're each $700.
Look at hello, Adam A7X. Oh yeah.
The pair is $1,400. However, to run them at the fullest potential and to get the best out of them, I'm gonna have to have them in the right room. And in order to do that, I have to use acoustic panels. The reason for that is just the way that sound works. It's acoustics. I'll give you an example of acoustics. For instance, if you are in a room and you have nice little monitors, KRKs, Yamahas, Adams, what I want you to try out if your room is not treated is you can play something loud, maybe even quiet. And I want you to go to the corners of your room, and you're probably gonna hear the bass accentuated as crap because the bass is like a prostitute. It just likes to go to the corner, and I don't know why, it's a little joke. Hopefully no one gets offended with that. But bass tends to build up in the corners of the room for some reason. And this can lead to a lot of problems because a lot of people will place themselves in the corner of a room and then they feel the bass energy, but when they play it in the car, there's no bass. Now, some people might go along the effort of setting it up properly, putting themselves in the middle, yet they don't hear any bass, so they boost it up a lot and then they go and hear it in the car and it sounds like a damn submarine in there. My point with this is the fact that it's a little pricey to run monitors properly. So that is one of the biggest cons of it. Next big con with studio monitors is the fact that, again, headphones are super, like, they can pick up subtle little things and you don't even need expensive headphones for that. But studio monitors, if you're playing your music loud, you're not going to be even able to notice them. So studio monitors won't be as subtle. Now you can see that as a con or a pro. It just depends who you are. But a lot of people, again, headphones and monitors go together like this, and it's good to have both. However, if you only have studio monitors, just know what you're getting yourself into with that. You're not going to be able to hear those little intricacies like you are going to be able to hear them on the headphones. And finally, guys, the last con is obviously the neighbors. You blast it, they're loud, you're gonna interrupt people. Some people might get mad about it. So if you don't have the luxury of having your own place, or a place like a basement where you have people in there, and then you have your studio in there as well, then you might run into some issues, and God knows you don't like having the police come and tell you turn it down. So those will be the pros and cons of utilizing the studio headphone and monitors. At the end of the day, guys, this is what I'm gonna say. If you have the funds and the space to do it, definitely get both. Invest more in your studio monitors and acoustic panels, and then buy a good pair of $100 to $400 headphones and call it a day. You will reap the benefits of both, and you will have the best chance at success. Now, if you live in an apartment, you have the funds for it, try and get studio monitors in there and play them low, or play them at times when people aren't home, your neighbors aren't home, or just cut it out and pay the damn tickets the police give you. At the end of the day, what I want you guys to know is the fact that you can make good music with just studio headphones or studio monitors. We tend to kind of overcomplicate this whole matter in terms of this and that, to the point where you might feel it's holding you back, but it's really not. At the end of the day, it's all about the idea of the music and having fun. This should be a fun hobby for you guys, and you should be able to invest into it without going broke. So again, make sure to make an educated decision based on the pros and cons of both. Make that, and I'm sure you will have a lot of fun. With that being said, guys, if you want to support my YouTube channel, make sure to head over to evilsounds.com as always. And if you guys have any video suggestions, make sure to leave them down in the comments. I hope you guys enjoy the new camera. My skin does look a little bit more crispier, and you can see my flaws, like my wrinkles starting to pop up in this kind of beer. But you guys told me to grow it out, so I'm doing it for you guys. I love you. And as always, you guys have fun producing, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out, and hopefully now you know what you want to get and how you're going to get there.